Apart from the Pratipaka Prachas, there are some educational books written in rhyme. The main ones are the Paninian teachings of the Rigveda and the Yajurveda, the Nartya teacher Krishna of the Samveda, the Vesa teaching of the Yajurveda, the Kshatruyada's Jo teaching, and the Majika teaching of the Atharva Veda. 2. Second Vedanga grammar. Grammar has little to do with education. The Abhayakrit text of the Samhita was broken up into a Abhayakrit form Padapatha. To do this, you need to know the rules of the contract. They are matters of grammar. It has further applications in reciting the Vedas or in yajna. Manta should be applied in yajna. In some cases, gender division of posts etc. changes. Grammar. It is not easy to understand the meaning of the term if you don't know it. It is also necessary to keep the language clear. In these cases, grammar becomes necessary. Unfortunately, the Vedanga Padavachaya grammar is now lost. However, the history of grammar dates back to ancient times. Panini names 64 Pravakaryas in his Ashtadhyaya grammar. So the practice of grammar belongs to the age of the Vedas. It can be assumed that it was common from early times. In this context, the mantra number 3 of the 58 sukas of the 4th mandal of the Rig Veda may be mentioned. This mantra Patanjali thinks this mantra is meant for grammar. Chattari Shanka. Triosya Pada. Shwi Apex Sapta Hastasoaya. Treat a friend. 458. It stands like. It has 4 enemies, 3 feet, 2 heads and 7 hands. He is the Abhisthavarshi. He is bound in 3 ways and is making great noise. Sayanakarya was of the same opinion. His Rigveda Bhasyopakramanakaya gives an explanation of this mantra. It has 4 padas meaning 4 enemies. 3 feet or 3 times. Yogur tops are the best and the most intense. 7 hands are 7 divisions. Rorviti means word action a metal. 3. Then rhythm. Rhythm is naturally associated with learning. Rik, Samhita, and all the mantras in the Sama Samhita are rhymed. Of course, the Psalms were sung like Samhita. Or, most of the mantras of the Samhita are also rhymed. In the Samhita, the Brahmanas and the Upanishads, there is a context of rhythm in various sources. At the end of all the Pratishikyas there is a reference to Chanda in the Sankhya Srata Sutra, in the Nidansutra of the Samveda, and in various Anakramanikas. Chanda, Satra of Pingal is considered Vedaksha. But it cannot be considered exclusively Vedanga. Its first 4 chapters deal with Vedic rhyme. Then there is additionally the description of the mundane verses. 4. The 4th Vedanga is Nirukta. Nirukta has a close connection with Nayantar. Nayanta is a collection of Vedic words. There were many other collections of words like clockwork. They are gone. Yank Nayant. The interpretation of the word is therefore known as Nirukta. The Nihanta has 5 chapters in 3 sections. With the first 3 chapters. Accidental crime.